everyone. A very warm welcome to you all, and thank you so much for coming to the Evergreen Lighthouse launch of our Beacon Business Network. One of our core values as Evergreen is partnership and working together, and for a number of years we have built network relationships with essentially health and social care. In 2011 we developed the Southwest Care Network as an opportunity to meet with other agencies and organisations who were looking after the same client group that we were. And we now have over 100 members within that network. And then July last year, we developed the Southwest Links Care Consortium with another 12 members who work very, very locally in our district. Stamford, Bourne and The Deepings is our area. And so partnership working and networking has always been a really, really important way that we operate. So a little over a year ago, when Rosie McLennan joined our team as our volunteer coordinator with the other little portfolio of marketing, it didn't take very long for her to come up with this, what I thought was a beautiful vision of a lighthouse. And for me, when she was sharing this vision, and she was being very intentional about creating a partnership and a network with the business community and with other organisations and community groups within our local district, this idea of a lighthouse with light breaking through into darkness. And as I say, that just really connected with me, and I believe it embraces something of the spirit of Evergreen, which is about bringing hope and love and kindness and comfort into people's lives in real and meaningful ways. So Rosie was sharing this vision, and she managed to recruit 2 amazing volunteers in the person of James Balabo of let me get it right now. I'll get the right name of your company, Inception Design, sorry James, and Emma Holtham of Marketing Perks. And between them they came up with this idea of, we want to create something really new, something fresh, something innovative that will enable the local business community to engage with local charity and together make a difference. Together, work together to make a difference in meaningful and in important ways within our community. So they've worked really, really hard and come up with the Lighthouse Project. And we want it to be more than just an opportunity for businesses and organisations to work with us in terms of perhaps, well, there's countless ways that you can work with us. You've got experience, you have skills, you have resources, you might have a room that we could use for a meeting, you might have a whole range of ways that you might be able to support local charity so that together we can make a difference in our community. And they've worked very, very hard on this idea. But it's not just about launching this idea and, hey, this is a good idea, do you want to get on board? We want this to be something that is ongoing. We're looking at quarterly networking meetings where the likes of yourself can come together in a fun, light-hearted way, a way of networking, referral networking with each other, finding out what's around in our community and how we can connect with each other, communicate with each other, and share resources, share ideas, and just work together to really make a difference where we live and work. So I've been really delighted to see this come to fruition, Rosie, and we're very proud of what you've done, and I hope you are tonight, and I hope it's the beginning of wonderful things with our potential partners here tonight. You will see on the screen throughout the evening a whole different ways that you can perhaps work with us, and we want this to be a mutually beneficial project. So we're looking at ways that we can support the business community as well by promoting you on our website, on the Lighthouse website, which James has put together, a fantastic website, through social media, through Emma's expertise and support and help, but also through other media. but just also providing opportunities for you to get together and bring your business cards and do that referral networking with each other. We hope to have inspiring speakers. We want it to be inexpensive. We don't want it to be demanding on your time. We want it to be something that you think, I want to get alongside that, because actually what's happening there is a little bit different. And we would love you to consider becoming a part of the Lighthouse project as a Beacon business. I've been given, I think, probably about 5 or 6 minutes left now to talk about the business of making a difference. So it's going to be really quick. I don't want to take anybody else's time. I was just asked if I could share just a few things that I've learned in our nearly 12-year journey about making a difference in the community, making a difference in people's lives. And actually, I always believe that it starts at home base. And I think it's really, really important that we start and understand and know what our core values are. What are those things that are really, really important to us personally and professionally? And I think it's something that you have to constantly revisit, something that you need to be refining, tweaking. And in the business of making a difference in this bottom line world, we as an organisation decided that our bottom line was going to be about people and not pounds. And actually, our experience has shown that when you take care of people first, when you concern yourself with right relationships and doing the best for people, particularly those who are vulnerable, the pounds take care of themselves. Doesn't mean it's always an easy ride, but I do believe that it's a really, really important priority. So as business leaders, as organisation leaders, we need to know what are our core values, what are those things that are really, really important to us, and visit them regularly. Make sure that we don't compromise our core values. And certainly in our experience, I've learned how easy it is when the pressure is on to compromise our core values, to write them down, to make sure that our team knows what our core values are and to exercise them at every opportunity. And a little tip that I've practiced for nearly 12 years is that I write into my calendar, into my weekly calendar, an hour a week where I just go out of my office, go into another space and take an hour out just to reflect, to think, to write a list, to revisit what am I doing, what is it that I'm doing it, why am I doing it, and where do my core values, where does it all sit in the light of my core values. And I find that sometimes that is a real saving grace, especially when you've got important decisions to make, just to do it in the light of those core values. And you might want to go for a walk, you might want to do the treadmill, you might want to go and get a coffee, you might want to meditate, you might want to pray, whatever it is you do. I really believe that there's huge value in just taking time out to regroup, re-anchor yourself, refocus on what is really important and how does that manifest in all that I do. So core values, hugely, hugely important. And I know that the more the pressure is on, the busier my week, the more important that hour becomes to me. In fact, I call it the smart hour. The hour where you just draw aside, take time out to refocus on what is important. Sometimes it might mean meeting up with a friend, meeting up with one of those people or a couple of those people that energize you, those people who you know get your heart on the things that are most important to you. And I know that if you're the director of a company or you're a head of a department or you're a managing director, a CEO, whatever you are, if you're the person with whom the buck stops, you can find yourself at times in a very lonely place. All the more reason why you need to take time out and focus on what is really important and surround yourself with people who energize you and help you in that journey. Secondly, just quickly, understand or figure out what it is for yourself. What does success mean to you? What does it look like? Is success about making money? Is it about building up the bank account? Is it about building statistics or building territory? Is it about good, healthy work-life balance? Is it about having a team and a staff who just don't want to work anywhere else but want to work with you? What is success really about for you? Because it can change in our journey. And sometimes we just have to revisit that and think, what is really important here? And maybe we need to expand our definition of success. So it's not just about making money, but it's about making a difference as well. And I actually believe that you can have both. We don't have to choose one or the other. We can make a difference and be successful financially as well. I think it's really important. And tonight I'm hoping that you will weigh up what are your skills, your talents, what are your resources, what expertise, what experience have you got that you could share with charity working locally in your patch. And actually I have to say that when you work with Evergreen, you work with a number of other charities, because we do partner with other charities, and it's lovely to see some of them of our partners here tonight. So there is a huge amount that you could give to us. It doesn't have to be about money. And there is a lot, we hope, to be able to give back to you so that it will really be mutually beneficial. So have a think perhaps about what might you be able to offer. It could be a room for us to use for a meeting. It could be enabling us to put our money box collection on the counter. It could be encouraging volunteering amongst your own staff and your team. It could be any number of things, and I'm sure you'll come up with ideas too. So we don't want you to be anxious and frightened about joining this network. We want you to think, yeah, I'd like to be a part of making a real difference in our community where we live and work. I want to leave a legacy behind that says, I'm not just successful, I've arrived at that place where my life, my work is significant. It's making a real difference. It's leaving a legacy that will impact lots of people's lives in our community. So I hope you enjoy this evening. I hope that you get to meet lots of new people, and we would love to have conversations with you. What we might do as we go through our program, I'm going to introduce our next speaker shortly, but what we might do is leave any questions till the end, if that's all right, and then we can have some discussions or answer questions later. So thank you for coming tonight, and I do hope you will enjoy the rest of the evening. So with great pleasure, I invite Alison Snell, Global Director of Cummins Generator Technology. We've had a long-standing partnership with Cummins Generators, and we're just delighted that you're here tonight, Alison. Thank you.